Putin is cracking down at home as he's facing more pushback internationally. Just now, the UN Security Council voted to convene an emergency session tomorrow of the General Assembly to debate Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Russian police arrested protesters in major cities today. Thousands of anti-war demonstrators have been detained just in the past few days. Russia and Putin are now increasingly alone. International flights are being canceled as more countries are closing their airspace to Russian airlines. ABC's James Longman is in Moscow for us tonight.
Tonight, the U.S. Embassy is now urging all American citizens to consider leaving Russia immediately because flights in and out of the country is so limited. Air France has suspended all service to Russia, Canada also joining a growing list of nations prohibiting Russian aircraft from entering its airspace.
The really sinister atmosphere here tonight in central Moscow. Riot police have flooded the central square here. I mean, there's an announcement saying that the square is closed. These barricades basically wind round the entire square.
And in a fourth day of anti-war protests, an increasingly isolated Vladimir Putin appears to be pulling Russia into a full-blown dictatorship. Today in St. Petersburg, police in riot gear dragging some protesters to vans. Since Thursday, thousands of Russians have taken to the streets against the invasion, including activist Vladimir Kara-Murza.
This is not Russia's war. This is a military crime by the unaccountable, unelected, and frankly increasingly deranged dictator in the Kremlin by the name of Vladimir Putin.
According to one human rights group, more than 5,000 Russians in dozens of cities have been detained since the protests erupted. Over the weekend, support for Ukraine was felt from New York City to Madrid and Berlin. And tonight, Russia's economy is suffering another blow after the US and its European allies barred some Russian banks from the international payment system SWIFT. The EU is now agreeing to ban all transactions of Russia's central bank and freeze its assets. For days, Russians have been lining up at banks and ATMs to get cash. Already $7 billion at least has been withdrawn since the ruble sank. And the international backlash against Russia is growing, with the energy giant BP exiting its nearly 20% stake in the country's key oil company, Rosneft. FedEx and UPS have also suspended all shipments into the country. And Google is now the latest social media giant to block Russian state media from receiving money for ads. Still today, Putin continued to give the false impression that this invasion is limited to an operation in the Donbass, taking to television to thank the Russian troops.
And Lindsay, the ruble has been dropping fast against the dollar, but when money markets open tomorrow, it could plummet, causing real panic. A former central bank official here has said it could be a catastrophe. Lindsay?
James, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.